I would love to go bird watching.
Just like girls truly are so pretty. How are they so decrepit?
I've been sweating for my wages, but she'll call me after dark. And we're live.
Welcome back to your regularly.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Welcome back to Sister Sunday.
I'm your host, Sophia.
I'm your host, Talia. And we're back in the studio. It's been a hectic month.
Yeah.
We haven't recorded in like a month. I think last time we recorded was March. It was after St. Patty's.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's been a while since we've...
Hopefully you guys have enjoyed our content. Mix it up a little bit.
I hope you guys did. I loved Sophia's and Grace's pod when you guys were away. I loved it.
Sorry we got distracted. We just weren't sitting still for very long.
Absolutely. I loved it though. I could have watched it for a full hour. It was great. I loved it. It was so beautiful. And I hope everyone enjoyed my travel vlog and pod. I had so much fun on my trip.
Chaos and loved it.
Excuse me, Shake Shack. It was the best time ever. Should we talk briefly about our trips?
Absolutely. You go first.
You went first. You go.
I don't know.
Yours was a lot longer than mine.
Mine was just like, there's just so much. It was 10 out of 10. Would do again.
Mm-hmm.
Ups and downs and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back over the pond. Somewhere else. I'd like to go see somewhere else at this point, but loved it.
Yeah.
Even with all of it down. Can't wait for Grace to be back though.
I was saying that today.
Counting down. What is it? We're about to be in May, so this is her last month.
Gorge. Yeah, I can't wait to see her. My trip was lovely. As we mentioned in the last episode, I did conquer my fear of flying alone. I did it. Sophia, as you guys saw, walked me all the way into the airport, into security, which was such a great help.
Next time we're good on our own, right?
Shook the entire time I was in there. Literally was shaking until I got on the plane.
That's crazy.
Every time the plane landed or took off, I'm just gonna do this. And I had my hat on, so I was like this. I didn't want to see anything. I didn't want to feel anything.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was lovely. I had so much fun. I was only there for 4 or 5 days, and we did so much in those few days. It was amazing. Which is why the pod was late, because I literally did not have a single second, but I'm glad that
hers was lengthy. Me and I had 2 weeks to film shit, and
I cut that shit down a bit because there was some antics going on. But I was glad that I didn't post on Sunday. That way I could include Sunday and Monday's doings.
I think what I learned from watching from watching yours was that I would I do have a bunch of random videos.
Yeah.
Were you always filming side by side, your phone holding it like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I would remember to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And include that if I ever went on another trip, because
I really liked it.
That was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I recently learned truly how much work goes into editing and composing a video.
Yeah,
and for that one specifically, that's been crazy.
Yeah, I spent 2.5 hours editing it with some breaks in between, but not really. I was just watching, editing, positioning, cropping, whatever. But I had such a good time, and it was so nice to be with my sisters.
Yes, got a little tan.
Got a little bit of a tan, not too much, but a little bit, which was so nice. And came home, and it's 50. So that's great. But
it is.
This week is going to be really nice. Tomorrow's going to be gorgeous.
What's it going to be?
I think it's going to be 67, 70.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Monday too.
My neighbor's pool is opening.
Love to hear that.
And it's the start of May. So.
Ooh, after this, do you think we could get sour Skittles somewhere?
Absolutely.
I've been really craving them. I've had 2 packs in the last 2 weeks.
Back on your sour shit.
But not the share size, the smaller size, the skinny size.
Don't want to burn your tongue again.
Yeah, warheads do that to me. Every
No, I thought it was Skittles one time.
No, it's always the warhead. Skittles usually don't. Every 8 to 10 months, I get this itch for warheads, the candy, obviously, and I'll go to the store and I'll get like 30 of them because like at Five Below you can like get this.
You can get a big pack.
And so I'll literally go and I'll eat all of them in like one night, and I've literally had a layer of my tongue peel off from eating so much sour warheads. So I'm not trying to go down a slippery slope, but I have been loving sour skittle lately. Like once 10:30 rolls around, I'm like,
When was your last sour?
The worst.
Some sleigh socks, by the way.
Thank you. My
For
last
our viewers,
sour
they're white
Skittles.
socks with perfect.
My last pack of sour Skittles was like Tuesday, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. You deserve one.
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend. So, yeah. And that's been what I've been up to.
Yeah. And now we're just rotting, mostly.
I'm just going to take off my sweatshirt really quick, okay?
Okay, you do you.
We can keep filming.
Ooh. This is for our Patreon. Yeah. I have a lot. Look how many things I have.
So many things to talk about. So many things.
This is something that which is considering. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! Can I take a picture? What the fuck?
Sophia has no idea I own this shirt. Yeah. I was waiting for you to react.
That's so fucking stupid. That's so funny. I'm gonna come like right here. That's so funny. That's amazing. I love that. I've never felt more loved in my life.
Do you like it?
I absolutely love that. Oh my god, I feel so gassed right now. Bro!
I feel like such a prankster. I was like, I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt.
Bro, this just made my life.
I've been planning this for months. For months.
That's crazy. That's so
remember
cute.
When you wore the SZA sweatshirt and I was wearing the Talia sweatshirt and I was like, oh, my two favorite people, SZA and Talia. And you were on the pod and you were like, alright, I'm fucking her. And I was like, oh, one day I'm just gonna show up with a picture that says Sophia.
Dude.
And so I got this.
That's so cute. I hope you wear that out in public.
I will. I was thinking of it. Like, we should wear them one night at the bar. Like, I can wear this, and like we could get you one that says "I'm Sophia."
Okay.
Isn't that funny?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I love it, and it's like it's nice quality. It fits great.
Send me the link. Can I just be like? Well, they probably wouldn't have one that just says "I'm Sophia."
No, she probably will. I'll message her.
That's so funny. Don't fuck with me.
No one can see, but Bruises by Lewis Capaldi's playing on silent. I just can't even look at that. Yeah, but I'm glad you like it.
I absolutely love it. That just made my night. Absolutely, just like, dude.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I ordered it when I got Carly's, which I showed on the last pod. I ordered this one for myself.
Dude, iconic.
Excuse me.
I've never felt more loved.
Really?
If he don't do it, I don't want to.
If he don't do this?
That's so cute.
Thank you. And it's literally so cute.
Dude, it is. I don't know why it looks cuter than normal. Is it a baby tee or does it go all the way down? It is a baby tee. I love.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It's wicked great quality too. Wicked.
I love that.
Not expensive. It was great.
For my viewers, it says,
"Don't hate me.
It turns me on." I don't even know what
I couldn't even read that backwards.
I couldn't read it backwards either, and I forgot what I put.
I love that one. So we're actually kind of like
we're kind of just like on the same theme.
Yeah, 100%.
That's so slay. That just made my day, my week, my life.
Console your owner's manual. All right. So now that we have my surprise out of the way,
that's amazing. I'm so stupid. I wonder. It was probably like 20 seconds before I realized.
Yeah, it was a couple.
It was so funny.
It was sneaky.
I'm all dense.
I was sneaky. I have no thoughts in my brain currently because I was so focused on doing this. So what have you got to talk about?
Perfect. Well, this is actually something that's kind of close to what we were talking about before the pod, but like,
okay.
I was realizing it was Sue's birthday. It was Sue's birthday, and I got her flowers. I got Dave flowers on his birthday, and I also have gotten, on his birthday, I got Sue and Dawson flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Thoughts on flowers? And I got my mom flowers recently, too. I think flowers are great to give, and I love receiving flowers. How do you feel about flowers in general, and do you expect them? I thought it was just so interesting because flowers for me is like a big love language. It's like what?
Yeah.
$8 at Trader Joe's to just get a cute little bouquet.
Sometimes cheaper at Trader Joe's.
Like,
sometimes
to get a cute little bouquet. And it's like, Beautiful in a house. It's gorgeous in a house.
Yeah.
That's in color. Sorry.
No worries at all. I used to like really, really hate flowers. Like probably until like 2 or 3 years ago.
Really?
Cause like my thing was like people always give flowers, and they always just die. So it's sad. Like I know for like funerals and stuff, like people always send flowers. Or, like if someone's sick or like you lose someone, like they always send flowers, and I'm like, then you just have these flowers that are literally just dying in front of you. Like I don't get it. And so like I just never really liked them. But then I started liking plants, and I like. So like one time, like someone, instead of giving me flowers, gave me like a plant that like sprouted up into flowers, and it was like the most beautiful plant like ever. And I was like, oh my god, I love that. And so now I do like flowers. I bought myself some like last summer. No, I'll take like a bouquet of flowers. I can like see the beauty in them now, and like there is ways to like keep them healthy for longer so that they don't like wither as fast. But I used to just really not like them because I was like, I don't get why you would give someone something that's just gonna like die.
I kind of get that mentality, but I guess like just the color it brings while it's alive. And I think maybe for my mother specifically.
Did you click?
I did.
Gosh, you're good.
Perfect. For my mother specifically, I know that she was composting the dead flowers. So like,
oh, that's a good idea.
They were never. They were just never like thought of to me as like, oh, they're just dead and trash.
Right.
So for me, they were kind of like, they're gorgeous for like a week or two, depending on how much like you fill the water and stuff.
Yeah.
And when also, let's talk about buying flowers. People would try and buy them when they're still budding, when they don't look gorgeous, but they're all like tight and like. That's when you buy flowers. You give them to someone like that, and then they get to see them bloom themselves.
Yeah, I know that is very pretty.
You know, because like everyone's like, "Oh, this is like a full bouquet." I'm like, "Yes, but it's at its prime, and it's only downhill from here."
Yeah,
but
no, I agree. I do like flowers. I do
expect flowers in the future.
Like in the summer, I'll buy like my mom like flowers. Like if I'm at the store, if I've ever been like a bitch, or like then I'll buy myself some, but. I don't like love the smell of flowers, so like I'd never put them in my room because like you know my side table's like right next to my bed, so I wouldn't want to smell them all the time. I usually just like keep them downstairs on like the counter.
I do agree with that.
And like in my bedroom, like just everything is always being knocked over, so I couldn't. But I do like them. I definitely do like them, and I like giving them to people.
Yeah.
When I do, I guess I don't always buy people flowers. Usually just like my mom and my sister, really. But like I still have like my prom bouquets. Like I have those. I have my flowers. Well, I didn't have flowers at my sister's wedding. It was like eucalyptus and like baby's breath. But like I still have that.
Hey, baby's breath. I'll say that with my
really?
chest.
I love baby's breath like down by the ocean. It's like beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. I think.
Let me rephrase. I hate baby's breath, and roses.
It doesn't look good at all. It doesn't compliment at all. I agree. I don't like roses personally. I do like roses, hydrangeas,
but I do like other flowers
like
better.
Tulips, lilies.
The ones that are like bigger dandelions. You know what I'm talking about?
Sunflowers?
No.
Oh,
I do know what you're talking about.
Daisies?
Maybe.
Those aren't like huge, but they're like bigger. But yeah, I think hydrangeas are beautiful as fuck.
Yeah. The different colors of daisies. That's what I got my mom. I got her like a purple bouquet of daisies, like a bunch of different types of purple.
Hear me out. Like sometimes at the store, the bouquets are hideous.
They really can be.
Why do we have all of these colors together and like all these different flowers together? They don't complement each other.
I absolutely agree.
Like, I just don't get it. Sometimes they're ugly.
Agreed.
But buying people flowers is nice, and it really doesn't need to be anything like fancy. Even at like Cumby, sometimes they'll just have like single roses that you can get for like $5. Like that's even sweet.
I do the grocery shopping for my family right now. Like not every week I go, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna buy this for the house. Like literally just for the house. No, I do think flowers should be in like on a table, or like the vase should be relatively regularly filled.
I should buy some flowers this week. My mom does buy flowers pretty regularly.
Yeah, also I think it's also my dad buys them also pretty regularly as well.
Yeah.
So I think my house is just always full of flowers, and I love flowers.
Buy Sophia flowers.
This was the flowers I needed. That's all I needed. That's better than flowers.
I love that.
But I was just thinking about it because I was like, also, I just feel like people don't get flowers as much anymore.
I feel like it's such a big like I've seen them talk about it at least more than once on like suburb talks, like, oh, like, do you expect like your like partner to like buy you flowers, and like that's just like a big like, I feel like that's just always a big debate like across anything, and it's like, it's not that you are necessarily like expecting it, but it is just such a nice like gesture that seems so like not thoughtless but just like easy to do. Like you don't need to like think about like, oh my god, I need to call like the flowers or anything like that, but like
if you're at the store,
if
just
you're
grab
anywhere,
a
even
bouquet.
like Target has flowers, like Walmart, like anywhere. So I do think it's just like,
CVS
it's just a
got
very
them.
CVS has them. It's just like such a nice gesture for anyone in your life, like not a significant other, like your best friend, your mother, your grandmother, your father, your brother, your sister, like anyone.
Agreed. And I guess flowers
Yeah.
is like, it's just like, it's like a universal thing. And it's like, it's nice to just have like some colorful flowers.
I agree, but for me, it's like the act of like
but it's like buying you sour Skittles just like and bring them home.
That's exactly what I was about to say, Sophia. The act of giving me flowers would be like the same like thoughtfulness as like if you like brought me home a Red Bull, like got me a pack of Skittles, maybe you bought me some red nacho Doritos for after the bar. Like it's just like just to show that you like thought of someone.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like asked for. Like I would never ask someone like, oh, like you don't buy me that, like buy me that. No, like it's like I'd like for you to just you know, if you do think of me, just a little treat, you know.
And I guess that's just like kind of like
small.
Yeah, it's just like showing that, yeah, like exactly like you said, like that you're thought of.
What's happening? Is that a human?
No, it's a dog.
Oh, that explains so
110%
much.
a dog. You need my glasses, bro? You made me second guess myself.
The dimensions were confusing me. I thought it was a little kid bending over to pee.
Okay, weird.
Do you see what I mean by that?
No, because it was like all brown with like a little vest on.
I thought maybe they were in like a costume.
Okay.
Cute dog.
I guess my mind wouldn't have gone to like a kid in a costume. Pissing. Bent over.
Sometimes I feel like my brain just be playing games with me.
Yeah.
And I don't be playing back. Yeah, so I agree. Just buy your loved ones flowers or anything that you think that they'd like. If you don't want to, and if you think they'd appreciate it, I just think it's a sweet thing.
My dad brings me home like literally fruit snacks. He doesn't even have to. It's like
that.
His work has like a little bowl of them, but when they put fruit snacks in
Mhm.
it just brings me home a bag.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
I feel like that's just like,
I love that.
You
Like
know?
when my sister's coming over and she's like, "Do you want a Coke?" I'm like, "Yeah, obviously, make it a large." You know, it's just like, "Oh, thank
a
you."
large.
A large. If it's Friday, it's large.
Saturday, but
Well, yesterday.
true.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just nice to be thought of, and I think that's a love language that I like give is like, oh, like I thought of you when I saw this, like I just got it, so because I thought you'd like it. So it's like sometimes receiving that back is just so nice because you're like, oh my god, like you remembered this, or like you thought of me when you saw this. Like it's just nice. But
yeah, I don't love gifts like on a
Yeah.
certain day. I do love little trinkets though. If you just
Mhm.
randomly hand me something,
Mhm.
like that was the best trinket. But like if you just
It's
randomly
mine.
like give it's yours, true. But it's just like if you just like, I don't know, it's just like thoughtful. It's just nice.
I agree.
Wow.
It's just nice to feel like thought of.
Okay. Ready? This is off. This is so. We're gonna take a left turn.
Okay.
In almost all shows that I watch / rewatch,
Okay.
will skip any holiday specials. I hate holiday specials. I've really realized.
Okay.
I think it's a hot take for sure. I think some people will say those are some of the best episodes of certain
What
shows.
if you're rewatching it in the wintertime? Like if it's a Christmas episode and you're watching it in like November, December, are you still skipping it?
I think it'd have to be like perfectly the week before.
Damn, okay.
I don't know why. I just like, I'm not a fan of it.
Have you ever seen The Office Christmas episodes?
I've seen them. I couldn't recite them as well as other episodes.
That's wild. Those are like the best. Interesting.
I just hate the
Because
theme.
now on like I know like Netflix will do it. They'll do like, oh, this show and all of their Christmas specials. Like it'll have them like put aside so you can just like watch them.
Didn't know that.
Like specifically at like Christmas time.
Yeah.
Obviously. But yeah, I love Christmas episodes. But I get it. Like if I'm watching a Thanksgiving episode in April, I'm like,
The bit's just like not it for me. I mean like maybe I'll watch it when it's that time of year, but like no. I skip it most of the time.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's not my vibe.
No, that makes sense. I'm definitely like not as engaged.
It's just like, ugh.
No, I get that. At first I was like, that's kind of crazy, but saying you would only watch it like the week before is insane.
I mean, I still might stand by that.
Fucking insane.
Let me also add this, and this may not be for all shows, but a lot of shows that run for a while, they have a musical episode. I will skip that every time.
Done.
Why do we do that?
Over it.
Who thinks that's a good idea?
The day SVU makes a musical episode, I'm the fuck out.
That would be so inappropriate and funny, bro.
I hate musical episodes. I'm trying to think of what show has one that I hate.
I can think of a million that have them. Grey's Anatomy was probably the most
One Tree Hill did not like a musical episode, but like a like black and white, like old timey episode, and it was so confusing and it gave nothing to the plot. It was just a waste of time, and I cannot believe Grey's Anatomy did a musical episode. This is news to me, and that's horrifying. Were they singing in surgery? In the ER?
Literally, yes. Literally, yes.
No, I want all of them.
Can I tell you the first bit of the episode? Arizona and Callie get into a car accident. Callie's pregnant. It's Callie's brain because she went through the windshield, and she sees herself singing to herself while she's literally being saved. Then Owen breaks out into singing. Like, they all just break out into singing while they're trying to save her.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I've never watched Grey's Anatomy, and given this information, I'm definitely never.
No, but it just happens in a lot of shows that run on for a long time.
Yes, it does.
And I just like don't fucking like why.
I don't.
If you ran out of ideas enough to do that, end the show.
Oh, I hate that. Wait, you just lit a fire in me.
I'm so glad.
I'm pissed.
Oh, okay. This is a funny thing I just wanted to share that I just like wrote down.
Okay.
This is actually crazy. Me and my dad are talking about his psoriasis, which for those of you that don't know are like patches of dry skin.
Kim Kardashian.
Like, yeah, it's just like, it's like it kind of looks like gross, but it's like whatever. So, and it's on his hands recently. It's usually right around your joints, and it's now on his hands. And I'm like, oof. Have you tried like a prescription lotion? Maybe you should try a prescription lotion. And my dad goes, I think you and I both try to get through without any drugs that we don't need. And then he pauses for a second, and then he goes, other than elective drugs, of course. And I can't tell you why that was the funniest.
Elective drugs is crazy.
Like, it was actually the funniest thing he could have said to me. Called me out low-key, and at the same time was kind of just like,
but well,
no,
that's funny. Dude, elective drugs is crazy.
Elective was like such a crazy word to hear.
Yeah.
Out of his mouth. Okay, and then this is another one I had. This is specifically at the poke place I go to.
Oh, God. What is it?
No, food made by boys is either the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. Like, have you ever used a spoon or, like, tongs in your life? Like, so little and so terrible in the skimpiest portion. Or it's loaded more than anything you've ever seen. Like, they have a teaspoon scooping out ladles worth of size of portions. And there's no in between. There's no just like consistency. If you have a man making your food on a line, like at Chipotle or Poke or something, you are going to have the best or worst meal of your life.
Okay.
Do you know
absolutely.
What
I mean? I can't think of any specific instances, but
I
do believe you in
girls.
Poke is always drama for you somehow. It's one of your favorite things, and somehow I'm always getting a call. Like, it's always, there's always something going the fuck on.
I mean, sorry. I think I'm also just there.
No. That I get, though. You're like, either you're getting the best or you're getting the fucking worst. That's how I feel at Chipotle. It's like, I get it. But I order ahead, so I don't see who makes it.
True.
I don't see who makes it.
I feel like, yeah, you don't go in and, like, wait for someone to make something these days.
Yeah. And I just, like, hate ordering at Chipotle. Because I'm just like, are you judging my bowl?
I have no problem being like, can you give me a little bit more like cheese, please?
The one time I did like order inside, I was just like, this isn't the vibe.
One time ever? Or recently?
The one time I can think of recently. I've definitely ordered in there like a few different times, but Usually I order ahead. It's just so much easier.
I agree with Chipotle, yes, but with a lot of other places, I like to go in and see them prepare it. Mostly because I'm not afraid to be like.
That's true. I just would never say anything. I didn't tell you one story from vacation.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so after a good old night out, like we were out by the water, went on the boat, and then we went like downtown, saw the trumpet player.
It was a saxophone, but yes.
Yeah, and it was a good old time. and we were Ubering home, and Ox was going crazy.
Who was on it? Who was on it?
The radio station.
Oh,
was going absolutely wild. Like, I was loving it. Like, just banger after banger after banger. And we'd been out for like 6 hours at this point. So like, I was like, you know, I was feeling great.
Yeah.
And so I was busting moves.
In the Uber? Mm-hmm. Where were you sitting?
It was a minivan. I was in the middle right seat. So, you know, in that little bucket seat. And I was just like vibing hard. Like Sabrina Carpenter came on. Like I was throwing that shit back in the Uber. Like I was loving it. And at one point, Carly was like, oh, like, can you stop dancing? And I was like, oh yeah, my bad. And I was like, damn, like I must be shaking this place. Like I'm just bussing too hard. And then Sabrina Carpenter came on and I was like, I can't
contain this.
I can't hold back. So once again, I was bussing it.
Yeah.
And it was like end of the night, and I was like literally going like this. I was like literally like feeling myself so hard in the back of this Uber. And then we pulled into like where Carly lives at, and they were like, oh, you can let us out like right here. Like you can let us out like right here, like not where her door's at, you know, like a little bit before. And I was like, somebody must be sick or something. And we got out of the car and they were like, oh my god, like that was the worst Uber ever. Oh my god, oh my god. And I was like, oh my god, like you guys think? Like what? And they were like, that guy was such a fucking creep, Talia. And I was like, wait, who? And they're like, the Uber driver was looking at you like the entire time. Like he's like driving like this.
Dude.
Like looking back at you, or he's like in the mirror like looking at you. And I was like, I had no idea. And they were like, no, we know, and we knew you we couldn't tell you because you would freak out in the Uber and probably tell him to fuck off. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, and I was just so shook because I'm never someone that's like very oblivious to things like that. Like I can feel eyes on me. I am a reactive person, but like I genuinely had no idea. So when they told me, I was like, damn, I was like busting hard. And they were like, yeah, you were getting down.
And he was so creepy of him.
And I was like, oh my god, I had no idea.
Fucking men, bro.
I just generally thought Carly was like, oh, like stop dancing. Like
you're shaking the car.
You're busting too hard.
Yeah.
But really she was like, this guy's being a fucking creep. And when I tell you I was moving and grooving, like...
No, but, like, I get that when you're in the moment, you're like, I'm not fucking stopping for shit, it was just bro.
Banger after banger after banger after banger. So, yeah, so that happened. So I was like, I'm disgusted that I didn't know that, so I couldn't cuss him out. So he was a creep, but...
Well, you do have to be careful when you're in the vehicle.
I know, that too. But I was like, damn, and the fact that they knew not to tell me.
You in reality.
I was just, like, so happy, like, end of the night... Songs
like, why did he have to be doing that?
Why did he have to be a creep?
I want the Uber driver we had when Vampire was playing. That's it. That's the only Uber driver I'd like.
We did have another great Uber driver, like, the night before that, like, cranked up Noah Khan for us when Stick Season was on. That was, like, lit.
We did have a weird Uber driver in Grace. They all drive manual cars there.
Oh.
And I was sitting in the front. The girls were behind me, and he was doing the same thing, like, at stop signs, literally just like this, and, like, looking at everyone, like, so creepy. And also, when you drive a manual, you can do, like, a little thing where you can make, like, it kind of jitter a lot, if you want to, the way you release the clutch. And I was sitting in the front in a shirt that whatever, and he was literally doing that, and I could feel myself bouncing, and he was looking directly at me, and I'm like, I literally had to turn towards the window like this. Like, man, fuck off. Literally, why? You're being weird.
Like, I would oh, and someone grabbed me on the street, too.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
They didn't, like, grab me, like, yank me, but, like, they still very much, like, came in.
You should not have been touching me on the street.
No, absolutely. And they still very much, like, came into my personal space and were, like this, like, oh, like, hey, like, whatever. And I literally just went, everyone was so amazed. They were like, good for you, Talia. But I was like, fuck off.
No, I absolutely will.
But, like, looking them dead in the eye, like, I was like, all you need to do is, like, toss on a Boston accent and say fuck off, and they're gonna fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck off. And he was like, oh, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, fuck off.
No, I agree.
And then his, like, friend came and got him. But I was like, I hate men. I
do think
men.
that the problem is with most men on the street, you do have to be that direct for them to actually leave you the fuck alone.
Absolutely.
But there could be that one dude that's just like,
oh my god, wait, I have another crazy story from that night. We were walking to look for maybe another place to go, or like looking for like, an Uber or whatever, just trying to figure out what our next step of the night was. And some girl is like running on the street, and she like comes up to us, she's like, I have that guy's like wallet and phone. Did you guys see him? And we were like, oh, like who? We even like one like guy had just like passed us. Mm-hmm. We were like, oh, who? And she was like, some guy just like ran like away from the cops. Like, I have his wallet and his phone. And we were like, oh,
that's insane.
Okay. And oh my god, there's fireworks.
Oh my god, there are.
What fucking day is it?
I don't know. Why not? It's a Saturday.
But yeah, this girl was just like wicked frazzled, and she was alone. And we were like, oh, like, are you with anyone? And she was like, oh, my friend was supposed to meet me at this time, and that time was like 2 hours ago. Like, I forget what, you know. And we were like, oh, okay. And she's just like freaking out. She's like, I just don't want to like have like this like phone and like wallet or whatever. Like, I don't know what to do. And we were like, well, you should probably just bring it like over to the police, because that's like Main Street that like all the bars are on, it's like shut down, like, you know, only like Ubers can get through basically, and like there's cops and stuff just because it's so busy. And we're like, oh, like you should probably just like bring it over to like one of the cops, I guess. And she was like,
or like the bartender,
so like like stressed and like probably, you know, like probably drunk. Like it was pretty late, it was like midnight. And she was like, okay, like, yeah, thank you guys so much, like, thank you so much. And we're like, are you gonna be okay? And she was like, yeah, no, like, I'll be fine, like, don't even worry about it. And I was like, we can just walk over with you, like, we can just come over with you. And she was like, no. And I was like, no, we can very much just walk 20 feet over with you. And so then we did, and she gave it to the cops, and the cops literally just took it, and they were like, they didn't even say thank you, they were like, perfect. Took it, walked over to the other cop, and then like started calling, or someone was calling the phone, and so then the cop like answers it, and he's like, I have your buddy's phone, I can see it right now, you're actually funny, he's like, I can see right now you're in a Bruins jersey, like 2 bars up the street, like sitting outside. And then like the kid like went over, and he like talked to the cop, and then I heard the cop, and he was like, blah blah blah, and then he just let the kid go away with it. Other kid's phone, I guess. But that was just wild. Like the girl was just so like stressed.
That's
like,
so
she said that she lived like a little bit away, like a little bit, like 20-30 minutes away, and she was like all alone. So it was just so
I can't imagine.
I was like, what are you doing out here? And I was like, why would you just pick up somebody's that's running from the cops' phone and wallet? Nice. Like, I'm sure she was just trying to be nice. But, like, I don't know if I would do that necessarily.
I wouldn't. It
was chasing after them to give it back.
I would not be.
Why would you chase after someone that's just running from the cops?
A man, no less.
Again, like, probably just trying to do a good act, but like, oh my gosh, I just would never do that. That sounds
like scary. Also just like, no. Yeah. We have seen like from when we're watching from the garage, girls just out alone, and that always scares me for them.
That always scares me. Just don't go out alone. Like, bring a buddy.
Bring a buddy.
If your buddy's not down for the night, stand.
Honestly,
or convince them. But never go out alone. If all your friends are going home, don't be that fucking dumb drunk bitch that's like, I'm staying out. Go home. Why would you want to be out without your friends anyways?
Agreed.
Just gotta be on the safe side.
Unfortunately.
Always. But I had so much fun. Didn't find John B.
That's so unfortunate.
Dude, I signed up for, you know how I signed up for more casting calls?
Yeah.
My girl keeps texting me.
You should do it.
So about a year ago, I got an Instagram ad for like to be an extra on SVU, and like I looked up the company, and it was like actually legit, like a like agency or whatever. And then the lady just like started texting me, and she's like, hey Talia, like I have a call at this time, can you hop on? Hey Talia, you didn't get my text, hey, can you hop on this call at this time? And I never answered her, and eventually I think I blocked her. I never answered her, but I just blocked her. And then she got a new number, started texting me. And now recently I just signed up for 2 other shows. And again, she's just spamming me again. But I haven't answered any of them.
You should
What's
for
weird?
Outerbanks.
What's weird is I'd love, but I don't know if they're calling me for Outerbanks or something else. Again, no acting ability. But what's weird is I was on my phone yesterday, like actively on it, and I saw that like I got an email from her, and then when I went into my Gmail, wasn't there. Like I clicked onto it, you know how like you can just click on the notification?
Yeah.
Gone.
Did you give her your email?
I probably put it on my application. I think it was just like name, last name, email, phone number. But it was the fact that it was gone. Maybe it went to my spams.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
I didn't check the spams, but I don't think it did.
Could have.
I think it might have just disappeared. I'll get back to everyone on that next week. But yeah, so I don't know if I should actually do one of them, but
you should.
I would need to have my agent there with me.
I got you, Ryan. I got you. I'll check my schedule, but I think I'm free.
Well, there's lots of calls. The next time she texts me this week, I'll be like, yeah, can you send me the Zoom link? What else you got?
I have one that I really like. I put a lot of thought into.
Okay.
And these are things that I genuinely think that the snack world should come back with. And I'm disappointed in them because... No, I'm just going to start listing all the snacks that no longer are being produced, and I'm just, like, shocked.
Okay, let's hear it.
Grips snacks.
I knew you were going to say that one. Okay, yep.
Yogo's Gummy Bites.
Okay, yep.
I want to go back to Yogo's Gummy Bites. Those are my shit. Where the fuck did those go?
Okay, yep.
Trix Yogurt Swirls.
Agreed. Absolutely 110%. There was no reason to get rid of those at all.
Trident Layer Gum.
Okay.
No? Those are my things.
Type girl.
That's fair. Those are my things. And it really, like,
Ooh.
I was thinking about it when I was craving Yogo's Gummy Bites.
Oh.
I love them. Welch's makes...
Dupe.
It makes a dupe, and it's just not the same.
That makes sense. The dupe is never the same.
Never is.
I'm really sorry to hear about that. I can't think of any that I miss. Any snacks I miss.
Oh, wait. This is actually airport related. Can I ask this question?
Yep.
Okay, so one little tidbit about my trip. On my way there, my first flight was at 5 a.m. leaving out of Boston. Had to, like, get there at, like, 3. I fell asleep. I did. At my gate. Gate was moved. And I was still asleep. Luckily, these angels woke me up, and she was like, I could hear the TikToks playing on your phone. Like, I didn't know if I should wake you, but I don't think you meant to be asleep. And I was like, I did!
Oh my god.
I genuinely didn't.
Shout out
her. Mm-hmm. So for real. And she's like, well, like, they just announced our gate's moving. When I woke up, nobody was at the gate. It was literally just me and them.
Oh my god.
I literally was like, oh my god, did I miss it? And she's like, no. I'm like freaking out, like actually freaking out. She's like, no, it's okay. And I'm also not an easy person to wake up. Because I flinch. I am like a person that would accidentally knock you out because you got too close to me or touched me.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. She didn't touch me. She just like woke me up with her voice. I freaked out. She's like, no, we just move over to this gate. I followed her to the gate. Perfect. We didn't speak again. She just moved my gate. That being said, when I first arrived at the airport at 3 a.m. or like when I finally got through, it was probably like 3:30.
Okay.
Some man was sitting there and there was an alarm going off in his bag, and I did not wake him. It kept going off for a solid 20 minutes, and he finally woke up. He woke up so chill. Like, he got up so easily. No issue. Like, don't think he was in a rush.
Okay.
But it was going off quietly for about 20 or so minutes. And I didn't wake him. And I was wondering, like, it's so nice that she did. I'm so grateful that she did for me.
Yeah.
I've been absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
But, like, would you? 'Cause I didn't. And I wasn't even having an alarm. I literally just had TikToks playing, and she just knew.
I don't know if I would, like, have the balls to, like, wake someone up.
I didn't. I like, because I was honestly just, like...
It would, like, really, really, really eat away at me, though, probably.
The thing was, he was sitting right at our gate, and we had 2 hours until that one was supposed to take, or, like, an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, what if he missed the flight before? And I'm like, do I want to be the one that wakes him up for that? That was my exact thought process. Mm-hmm. I'm like, has it been going off for this long, and why didn't no one else wake him up? Also, there was people right next to him already. Mm-hmm. I just heard it, like, as soon as I sat down.
Right.
And I was like, nobody else is waking him up. Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, now, next really time weird. I will.
That's
because
that girl was, you do.
A girl was so slay for that. Like, I don't even know her name.
No, why would you? That's so nice,
and
though.
like I will next time. If I hear an alarm, I'm waking someone up.
Okay, I will too, I think. I'll try.
Think, because that's crazy. Imagine missing your flight.
Yeah.
Your cops obsession.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching a lot of real-life cop cam video TikToks. It's just incredible. It's just absolutely incredible how insane people are. It's fucking fascinating.
Crazy.
I'm like, I've never felt so sane and sober in my life. Quite frankly.
Love that.
Like absolutely just, oh, what's the word that starts with the D that I was gonna say?
Dumbfound?
I am dumbfound. But that's, but no, just absolutely fucking I don't even know. Fucking feral people. I'm like, even at like maybe, no, not that one. Even on like my most feral nights, I would never do the things that these people are doing. It's insane.
You'll have to send me some.
That can definitely be arranged,
okay.
But it's just fucking wild. But yeah, that's been my main pastime. That and other things on my TikTok. I can't remember what else.
Mine, let me say my favorite trend on TikTok is like a video. Actually, I'll just show you it later, but it's essentially a video of some like a bull like ramming someone, and then the next like scene is a person jumping and falling on like a car or a product that they're like selling. I'll
wait, is it like no. Is it like similar to like the thing where it's like that one video of like, I don't know, like a cup being thrown and it hits someone in the face and like the beat drops and it like switches to like something else?
Kind of. It's kind of like imagine like a baseball like coming at you type of thing, and then all of a sudden it's like someone else doing that, but it's essentially that, but it's like someone falling, like slipping and like falling down, and like the actual hit part where like the video would show them actually hit the ground is somebody else doing the fall, and then they stand up and they're like, come to Home Depot, it's the best tiles in existence, and it's like just someone in so much pain from doing something so extreme. Send me one.
That's so funny. But they're not acting. They actually did it.
They actually did it. Like one of them is like, damn, someone's on a chair and the chair tips over, and right as the chair tips. In the other video, it actually shows like the other person falling, and they're like fall over in a thing, and they're like, contact like lawyer blah 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 for personal injury. Like work injury. And we should do one of those. It was cute. I'll show you them. Maybe
we should do one of those for an ad campaign for Sister Sunday.
I'm absolutely down. They're so simple. You just kind of just go throw yourself into the end.
TikTok.
It's something I'm not fully ready to get into. You should definitely be. I mean, I will do it. You're doing a lot. I'll do it.
Excuse me?
I know, but you're so much more of a TikTok person.
How? I just watch ads all day.
Mine is funny memes.
And fall off my chair.
What's a full one?
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap this up. What time is it? Can't tell from your fucking
8:40.
Oh, 8:40.
Feels much darker.
It's getting dark. All right, well, thank you all so much for joining us for Sister Sunday.
I hope you liked the nonsense we spewed.
I hope you liked the nonsense you spewed. Let us know if you liked like the vlog style pod, if there's anything you want us to do, talk about.
Yeah, we'd love to see some comments.
I have nothing to talk about. I would love to see some comments, because I know y'all be watching. So pop in, say hi, tell us what you want us to talk about, tell us what we should do.
If you have any questions that we can answer for you,
my creative juices just don't feel like they're flowing these days. I don't know why.
And we're gonna ask our audience. Maybe this is what we would love to see, a comment from you. And this is my last question for you. What candy do you think you're gonna have in your purse when you're old? I know for a fact I'm gonna have Werther's butterscotch. Or the little strawberry ones that are like hard, and then you go.
Those. I will probably have Warheads and the little hard candy root beer barrels. I fucking love those things.
Oh my god,
those I could also eat 40 of.
I could do that one as well.
Those are so good. That's
so
a great
comment for us on what you would have in your own purse when you're old.
please fill your purse up with some candy and listen to some Zach Bryan.
Yes, Mia.
Bye-bye.